The Galactic Federation of Light via Blossom Goodchild, April 6, 2017. I wasn't planning on trying to connect with you until tomorrow. Yet, if I am correct, I feel you clothes, and am more than willing to give it a go now, if you are. We thank you for responding. For yes, we would be more than happy to chat with you at this time. I was wondering if you could talk to us about this feeling I am experiencing regarding being the observer. Since my newsletter the other day, many have responded saying they feel the same. I just don't feel fully part of the world at the moment. I'm here, yet not in it. That's the best I can do to describe it. Dearest souls of Earth, with your ever-transforming energies taking hold, like a storm in a teacup. Meaning? With the greatest love that which you are experiencing now, is nothing more than that. The changing energies are swirling your personal energies around within themselves. As, if confined to a teacup, and hence the intensity that is driving them. This is why life seems so topsy-turvy. This is why you do not feel to be in control. For we would say that most of you are experiencing this feeling of not being grounded. And you are not. Yet, we do not consider this to be of any great disruption to the well-being of all. No, it doesn't feel disrupting. It just feels like I am removed from Earth's goings-on, even though I am very much aware of being within those goings-on. The plain and simple fact, Blossom, is that this transferring of energies as they merge with each other, from outer incoming, with self-rising, are having the effect of one caught in a vacuum. Neither in one place, or another. Yet, weightless. This is due to the incredible power that is entering into your planet at this time. You yourselves have walked towards this vantage point, and have now arrived here. In a place that makes one feel out of it. As you would say. To have the feeling of the observer is, because that is exactly what you are doing. You are observing the body, the soul that is you, from a new higher perspective. It is as such, as if you are looking upon oneself, as opposed to looking from within. Just for now. Just for a short while. May we ask? Do you find yourself judging? Judging myself, or the situation? Both. Well, not really judging. As I say. Just outside, looking in. I sort of feel detached from any feelings about any of it. That's the odd thing. May we advise that this is exactly where you are meant to be within the soul self-experiment. You are moving into higher grounds, which leaves you off balance as your feet find themselves in limbo as you rise, so to speak. You have had one foot in one dimension, and one in the in-between space for quite some time. Now you find both feet are in that in-between space, and it leaves you floating. Looking down upon that which once was. Soon. And we mean soon, for it is not right and fitting for you to be left dangling this way for too long. You will find yourself feeling even more dizzy as you reach closer to the higher energies that you are to place your feet firmly down upon, within. And to find yourself grounded within that higher state/position. What should we expect when we land? A feeling that you have been yearning for. It shall become you. In its natural state. That's good, because I find myself once again experiencing that feeling of what's it all about, Alfie. As I have done many times. I am neither high nor low in my thoughts. Just neutral. Yet, knowing life should feel so much more exciting than this. I know our thoughts create our reality. Yet, I feel in this oh whatever kind of space. And again we remind you to be vigilant. vigilant of your thoughts, and how you conduct them. How you behave with them. How you categorize them. How you discard, or bring them forth, depending on their agenda. Dearest souls, remember who you are. Do not allow negative energies to swamp you, and bring you under. You know better than this. Rise up into, and become this higher power of yourselves. Now more than ever are your forces of energetical grace ready to bombard your world with love. This is the time as you move on up, through that you exude in love. You excel in forgiveness, and you do not waver from the road upon which you so valiantly walk. Hold those heads high, dearest souls. Oh, we try. Yet, so many are feeling downtrodden with Earth's display of odd behavior. No one knows who to trust, or believe. And yet, we continue to have faith, and knowing in that all will be well, eventually. Tell me. Were channelers channeling this same stuff back when the dinosaurs were around? Because, it sure seems to me like we've been hearing this for a real long time now. That is, because you have been hearing it for a real long time now. This change. This supersonic change has been going on for a real long time now. We wonder, if you are misunderstanding, how huge a transformation this actually is. For, if you truly knew, you would be in amazement at how much has been accomplished, and how close to the finishing line we are now. And we were told that 5 years ago. Truly, I have let go of the when. It's just this phase I am going through of the why. Yet, on another level. On another day. In another mood. I know all these answers. How's about you tell us something we don't know? With pleasure. We shall embark upon a story of great relief to all. Is it a story, or a truth? That is for your soul to discover. Once upon a time, there was a group of highly intelligent beings that were chosen to come to Earth at the most important time in history to this date. They knew why they were chosen, yet, forgot much reasoning when they arrived, as this was part of the plan of renewing self-discovery. As time went on, all memories of the chosen mission faded, and life became without source. Life seemed to deaden the senses as opposed to uplift. And for a while, the planet Earth simply pottered along. It was then decided by the highest councils that assistance was required. Not to interfere with this golden plan, but to give it the needed boost, as much had been reviewed, and it was deemed necessary to do so. Hence, those from other realms began infiltrating wisdom as a reminder of why you Earthlings came. To assist you in reconnecting with your true source, and to get the game plan back into full swing. Over eons now, much help has been given. We, the Federation of Light, chose to offer Pearls of Light, for it is our soul's desire to help you remember the bright lights that you are. And the reason you came. And why it was you. Each one of you in particular, that wanted to be here, and change your planet into a brighter star to reside upon. How keen, how very keen you all were. It is a saddened soul that wishes to depart from your place of residency early. For once there was such eagerness to be there. Try to see it from our viewpoint, dearest souls. You are so very nearly there. Do not give up now. Not now, when you are over the border, and walking into freedom. The light that you are shines from within you. You do not always feel it, for it appears to you dampened. Yet, we see you. The truth of you. And we have such admiration for the warriors of light that you are. One day. One fine day. You will look back in disbelief at how things once were. Remember too, that all is not as it appears to be. Yes. I feel also, very much as, if I am in a play, within a play, within a play, within a movie. That is also relevant to these times of energetic change. When eventually your feet land on higher ground, you will feel much more in character, having much more of a grasp of the role you are here to portray. We ask you to know, to accept, to honor the reality of this experiment. It is in perfect alignment with all that is. It cannot be anything else. For it is a divine plan. Yet, a pretty odd way of displaying its divinity. And we would say that divinity has many guises. Yet, in the truth of itself, divinity is the underlying working within everything. For there is nothing else other than pure divine love. How easily it can be disguised to make one think there is trickery afoot. Yet, we say that all is love, even when it appears not to be. All you need is to be true to yourself. The divinity of yourself. Feel that divinity within you. Call upon that divinity to shine brightly from your heart. Allow divinity to be the utmost priority of thought, word, and deed. Then, dearest souls, will you feel, will you know, that great expanse of divinity that you are? You will not feel so despondent. You will get it. Yet, we remind you, it is up to you, the strongest of the strong, to hold fast in thought, word, and deed. Be of divine light. And let that light lead the way. Thank you. Through these little upheavals, it is so easy to forget this, and allow the sluggishness to take over. I guess one gets tired of it all, now and then. May we also remind you, as a pick-me-up, that your weather blossom, with its storms, and winds, and rains, has not passed you by empty-handed. Shall we say? These conditions, all over the world, carry with them loaded ammunition to deter one as far as possible from the truth of themselves. Yes, again thank you. Nice reminder not to fall by the wayside and succumb to these niggly nasties. It takes just a thought process to change the attitude and bring one back into alignment. Sometimes it feels like it needs a whole lot more than that. Yet, not so. Lift your spirits, souls of earth. You are never alone. There is a force of divine love with you, within every breath you take. Know this. Feel this. Feel us. We are one. Thanks so much. Nice to be back in touch. It is odd being in a showbiz world for a time, where none of this is even mentioned. Yet how the light shines in so many of these young ones. It is a delight to feel. Until next time, chaps. Thanking you. I somehow feel something is going to happen soon. And you gotta laugh at that statement. In love, light, and gratitude, me. Blossom Goodchild. Signing out. The next day. Hello again. I know I am fussy. Yet I have to say, when reading over our chat from yesterday, I wasn't really satisfied with your answer regarding telling us something we don't know. Because we already know that which you offered. Did we just get waylaid? You said it was a story of great relief to all. Greetings to you, Blossom, and all. Indeed, as with many chats we embark upon, we sometimes do not get round to saying all we need to say, as we lead off into other tangents, and then time runs thin. Much like many conversations that take place with so many on Earth. So, what would be the something we don't know, and be of great relief? No point beating around the bush. We would say to you, that of course you know everything anyway. Yet, we realize that is not what you wish to hear. So, let us start by introducing to you the concept that, although logic and reasoning do not cooperate with what we have to say, nonetheless, it is a new thought pattern, in that, further down the track in your life's span, there is to be a significant transformation in your entire earthly body. Although human beings shall be recognized as such, the appearance shall have changed greatly to adapt to the new conditions. So, presuming this isn't to be in my lifetime, I hit 60 this year. You will be surprised at the rate in which change comes in future days. With all respect, if it's anything like now, I doubt it. Yet Blossom, once certain basics, once foundations are in place, is it not easy to build upon them? Yes. I guess so. So what sort of changes? Well, as you know, your bodies are transforming on a moment-to-moment basis to adapt to the higher frequencies that are blending with your own. The changes we speak of will be subtle, yet recognizable. Perhaps less cumbersome in physicality. Is it not your animals/mammals adapt to their environment? Then so shall be with you, also. Keeping in mind that your senses are the first to become heightened. This, for many, is already coming to fruition. You say you are in need of your mobile phones and your internet. It is not that these shall disappear for a while, yet your own senses shall work more efficiently when it comes to communication. Your technology shall abound beyond reason. As you know it, at this juncture, so much shall be made available to you as the higher lifestyle is presented and understood. You see, dearest souls, look upon it in this fashion. 50 of your years ago, when one was to view a movie of futuristic nature, one certainly did not believe that this would become a reality. Yet it has. Now, when you look at most of your movies, they present technological images, and magic potions, and wizardry, and that which you know as sci-fi. And indeed, they are presented well. All that can be created in movie form can, and will become your reality. This is not rocket science. For it takes but a thought to then create something into being. Yet, again, we ask you to create thoughts of joy, and love, and peace. Much that you are given to view is of a more violent nature. This is not profitable for mind, body, or soul. I guess when you look at how far we have come technologically, all that you say is feasible. That then leads on to the matter of whether, down the track, we return for another round in our earthly coil, or, as it has been suggested, as a possibility, do we simply transform into a lighter body, and no longer have the need for death? As we know it. We would say, that is definitely for another session. Although we have mentioned it briefly in days gone by. Yes, but I have a memory like a sieve, and to be reminded of things never harms. Thanks for this brief little extra. Can I be honest with you guys? Sometimes I just don't feel that we have covered much ground in any one particular conversation. And it makes me doubt myself, and become a little despondent. I feel all our conversations should be mind-boggling. And we would say to you, Blossom, that sometimes we are merely chewing the cud. Just touching base, and connecting. These messages are not necessarily designed to blow one's head off every time. They are designed to uplift, and remind. Now, and then we throw in a curveball. I know. I guess there is so much we could discuss. Yet, we keep it on this same level. We are satisfied with this level, Blossom. You must remember too, that always there are new souls finding these messages. So we try to cater for all. We are not here to be known as extremists. We are here to gently encourage and support. Thank you. I wasn't having a go at you. Well, maybe I was. I was just saying how I was feeling. Maybe it's because I still have a lot of my showbiz head on at the moment. Maybe the two don't go together. Although I don't see why they can't. They can. They did. We never leave. Although certain energies may make it feel like we do. How can we leave when we are one? Thank you. I've got to go now. Love ya. Yet, we ask you not to go in a despondent fashion. There will be many that are grateful to you for this message in particular. Each soul walks their journey at their own pace, in their own space. Do not underestimate how these messages touch the heart. Okay. Thank you again. Leaving despondency behind then. Off I go.